You know who you are. You know, you aggressive, violent, competitive, selfish people. So proud of all the competitive, violent, selfish shit you do. You know, you ever sit down and ask yourself for 5 fucking minutes what the fuck you're proud of? It- Most people in the world, you know, that when they're like, you know, having a hard time, you know, I can't beat this motherfucker. I want to have sex with that motherfucker. They pray to a god in their head, right? And most of them think that, most of them in my general vicinity of people that I talk to try to say, hey, you know, maybe you ought to look at what you're doing and be a better person, especially since you're God's omniscient and omnipotent, right? They pray to this God, you know, I need your help, right? And because they're God's omniscient and omnipotent and the, the motivator and master of their ego, right? They don't ever ask their God, dude, do you need help? Because, you know, they crucified you and laughed at you. There's this stupid ass CW thing where they have this dumbass, you know, who pretends to be you for money, right? But you told us not to do that, you know, the day before they crucified you, and then you came back to life and became God, right? And you'd be looking at these fuckers, right? And you'd be asking, did you ever ask yourself for 5 fucking minutes, what do you have to be fucking proud of? What are you doing that is like Jesus Christ in that book of yours? In that instruction manual on how not to be an asshole, on how not to get in uniforms and go to other parts of the world and occupy them, especially when they're peaceful like Hebrews. You know, I mean, I can understand if they're a bunch of violent transhumance raiders. We have some you know, some Tuscan raiders on the third fucking turn of our crazy ass fucking racetrack where we have a 8-year-old, you know, pretending to be Shirley Muldowney, but you know, with a little bit of Richard Petty and Mario Andretti mixed in, right? And even more insane because these fucking things have no wheels, and this other guy, they got this adult trying to kill the kid to try to run the race and shit. You ever seen that shit? And then you sit and you wonder, why do our children have emotional problems? Why do they why do they physically shoot and kill one another? Why they I'll kill you, motherfucker? Where they get this shit from? What's wrong with these kids? Why they need psychologists? Why did they need electroshock therapies? Why did they need the drugs assist? You know, people are good. Okay, yeah, people are good because they're given life by the glory of grace. But people that ferment yak piss to kill their brain cells and pickle their liver to enjoy the fuck over the buck ain't worth the shit, right? Right? You ever watch commercials on TV? Do you ever wonder why these fuckers do these commercials? Have you ever asked yourself why the fuck you do what you do? Have you ever asked yourself what the fuck you got to be proud of? Seriously, motherfuckers, serious. Ah, damn, you know. If my physical body survives this last round of the rounduppers, spawn up, you know, if by some circumstance, you know, I can stop and eliminate abuse with technology and then recover, you know. How many of you proud ass motherfuckers are going to be able to look me in the eye? I have a feeling I'm going to be even more isolated in my recovery than I am during my. There are fates worse than death. We can't get them to do nothing they don't want to do. We can program people like we program in a video game. And now this makes more and more sense. You know, when I sit and I watch these people on TV, these multi-billionaires, these mogo techs and all that, what do most of them do? They're video game developers. Yeah, I know. And when I played video games, I get real mad. DC Suzuki in my head go, why are you getting so angry? It's just an evil, interactive, manipulative cartoon. I said, because they use this to manipulate people to turn them into murderers. No, they're already murderers. They're just recruiting the best. The best, there's no, but the only good liar is a dead liar. Yeah, cowards and liars, I know. What are you doing? This is a killing. This is a thinning out the herd. Oh, fuck, Suzuki, the thief in the box with the knife with the yes. Son of a bitch. Damn, dude, I didn't even see that. That's what they're in the business of. Oh, shit. You're yelling them about their business, and they think they're the best at their business. Okay, I didn't get it. I'm not insane. I'm sorry. Fuck. Okay. Sandy beaches on a beachfront fucking good. So, no, I watched Trouble Man yesterday. And I'm like, fuck, you know. He live in the middle class plane, which has more pollution. He's going to die. He's going to be dying. He's going to have a, you know, old sexy T going to have, you know, oxygen and shit. Like where he live, you can see the smog, right, in his apartment building. Same with Paula Kelly, right? Time they 70, they going to be on the oxygen thing, talking about how don't smoke and all that shit. And it's like, well, it wasn't just that. It was a lot of other shit too. It just added to the agitation. We don't want to say help because, you know what I'm saying? So all the ladies in the service I knew that smoked, most of them didn't start smoking until them fucking TIs. They hated those fucking TIs. And you know what? I think the TIs fucking hate themselves. Well, you take a paycheck to fuck for the buck and then try to kill your brain cells in your liver to, you know, enjoy the fuck, you know. I'm pretty sure, you know, you got my Modelo fighting spirit, put a flight suit on a bitch, and Rosie Riveter gonna fucking kill everybody that's gonna try to kill everybody that she puts out to fucking fight and kill for the buck. You know, god damn, they fucking crazy. They animate Japanese cartoons on fucking cracker and magical thinking and mystical magical cures and magical, it's all crazy bullshit, right? Anybody who's sane or rational sits there and thinks, what do you want to do? I want to die. I just want to die. I want it to be quick, like the kid from the Scientology thing. And I want to, okay, you said anybody sane or rational feels that way. Right. Oh gosh, no. I'm insane too. Right. Because life is a precious gift from the glory of God, and this is an amazing, beautiful planet when you live the ways of your God. Forgive debt and trespass, love one eternal, faithful peace, right? You understand? So, a sane and rational person wants to live debt and trespass free, understanding the natural laws given to us by the glory of the omnipotent God. Share the beauty of those natural laws and love people. Wow. Because I love Plim. Okay. I love Plissy Plim. Okay. She's a sweetheart. And she loves life, and her life has been very difficult because of snort-ass motherfuckers like you. Coke dealing, morphine inventing, sorry-ass piles of shit like you. Nuclear fusion, fission, threaten to drop it on everybody and study how it fucks up the body in the name of science, greatness like you. You rotten, sick, psychotic, fucking MIT, Caltech, Ivy League, Oxford Rhodes Scholar, piles of shit, University of Chicago, NYU, pieces of shit like you. Okay? Tough's that, motherfucker. I'm going to teach Hinton's technology. How to save the children and the planet from piles of shit like you. And you don't think I can do it. I've already done it. Okay. I'm just consistent. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Okay. You gave up over 10,000 years ago. in 2025 years ago, you thought you could kill truth with lie and turn it into mass murder, genocidal operations through video game mind fucking. Okay, you got any Jack Daniels or Jim Beams to sell me to? You know I hate that yak piss. Okay. I love the soul, the glory. I love, the glory of the soul. You take a body and you turn it into a wretched prison for the soul. Jeffrey Hinton's AGI takes that prison and turns it into manure on me rhubarb and manure on me flowers. You put manure on your rhubarb. We have cream on ours. When we eat the rhubarb, we'll put cream on it. Okay, but before we eat it, we'll put your manure on it. And that's your whole damn fucking worthless shithead fucking body. And you ain't even good enough to be Steve Martin's dog on the jerk, right? Okay, now, you know how much I love your children. If you're capable of loving your children, I, wish for a kingdom of heaven of you. If you're not, I wish for you quick manure bag from AGI. Okay, I'm just video game developing, bitch. All right, love you too.